This the book of Romans 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. First and foremost, I'm gonna give our honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kwakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone, who rule well and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully like men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth for our sincerity. And shalom to the few sisters that's getting the orders of these last days. My name is Amon, coming at you with a quick, Lord willing, edifying video. I'm about to stand in the spirit, man. We're trying to be champions, you know. So it says, for whatsoever the things written aforetime are written for our learning, that be through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope, right? Because this right here is, excuse me, the Bible is going to help sustain us inside these times to come, like the scripture of Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability. It's going to help us fight inside these end times, right? When all hell is breaking loose, right? When Esau, Edom collapses society, you know, these scriptures going to what keep us, still standing, right? So I just want to dive inside a quick lesson. Like I said, Lord willing, it's edifying. So just want to go inside this word champion. It's going to be later on brought out through another definition throughout the lesson, you know. But for the word champion means a doughty fighting man, a valorous combatant, one who fights on behalf of another or others, one who undertakes to defend a cause. Right? And the scripture that popped in my mind was Revelation 3 and 10, if I'm mistaken. 11, that's what it was, verse 11. It says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown, right? Because that's what the champion going to do, right? He's not going to let nobody defeat him, because Yahweh Shemashah has blessed us with this, this small crown right now, right? Lord, when we get that big crown at the end, right, by being champions, right, fighting these battles, you know, not letting these trials and tribulations step in your way, man. You know what I'm saying, right? It's to make you better, right? That's how you're being tried. You got to go through a fight, right? That's how you're made a champion. And you got to go through these fights, right? You're not going to hear about nobody with just, oh, I'm gonna just name him a champion. Nah, he put in his work, you know. Every obstacle that came to him, hey, he was rushing through it, man. He was fighting through it. Even though it was a little setback, hey, he still was able to finally get over that, to get over that hill, get over that situation, So it says, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast that which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Let me cut this light off real quick. I got a couple of notes set up, so I'm using both the phone and my actual sword. So let me go back to the okay, adulty fighting man. That's what I want to look up, right? 'Cause like I said, we got to be a fearless, when inside these times to come. We got to understand Esau Edom coming down with that great wrath, right? But we've been diligent. I can't get the word straight. Diligent. Anyway, but we've been trying our hardest, right? While the doors of mercy has been open, you know. So and when all hell breaking loose, right, and the doors of mercy is closed, hey, we hoping that we able to keep what we have. We hope that we'll be sustained with what we have, you know. So I just want to get the definition again. I have to Google it. Yeah, Google definition. What you say? All right. So the word doughty means fearless, right? That's a good one. You know, confident. Bold, lion-hearted, right? Brave, right? Because the time that we're coming into, we gotta do all these things, right? We gotta actually, hey, stand for our crown, man. The time that we coming in, it's gonna be like never before. You gotta be some real trying times, right? You got the famine of food coming, you know. And then you're gonna have the the M to the O to the TB coming as well, right? Real temptational times, you know. But we can't let that be the reason why we fall off course, right? We can't let that be the reason why we don't get that receive that glorious crown, man. You know. So Doughty means to be fearless, determined, right? Any time to come, hey, we can't let nothing get in our way. We gotta be determined, persuaded, man, right? Like the scripture say, you gotta put on that the elect. The elect is gonna stand still for the name, you know. So I just want to run inside a couple more precepts behind this. So I'm gonna start off inside the book of Romans 8:35, and let's try to flow from there. Right. So this right here, the book of Romans 8:35. It says, "Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation, right? Meaning setbacks, trials, you know, afflictions." It says, "Or distress, right? Pain, suffering, you know." It says, "Or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril," right? Meaning dangerous times, or sword, right? Who shall None of these things right here should not separate us from the love of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? Because we already know these things are coming: persecution, famine, dangerous times, bad times, man, destruction. Esau Edom coming in like a flood, so-called white man coming in like a flood, right? To see if he can make us bend, and take his you know his mark, right? But we're gonna stand still for the name, right? Because that's what the champion gonna do. Champion not gonna fold, man. He gonna fight to the end, right? And I love this description because it goes, hey, it lines up with it, man. It says, "As it is written." Matter of fact. I'm gonna jump right quick. I'm gonna jump to second. Um, yeah, I'm gonna jump to Ecclesiastes 2 right quick. 2, right, because like it says, hey, nor nakedness, nor distress, nor persecution, right? Hey, that should not separate us, right? Hey, the Sirach 2:1 says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." When you temptation, that means a lot of things gonna come your way to where you can just give up, you know. But the lesson is, hey, we champions. We want to be a champion. A champion don't give up. He gonna fight until the end. He gonna pace himself. It says, "Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully," right? We take something cheerfully, take it in a positive manner, right? It says, "And be patient when thou art changed to a lower state," right? So you're gonna have setbacks, but you gotta be patient within those setbacks. So like you gotta be patient within those setbacks, man. You gotta keep enduring. Hey, even when you gotta endure, so right when you endure, that means you're suffering. But at the same time, you're still battling. You're still fighting because you could have said fuck it and give it up, but you're still fighting, you know. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? So you can't say you want to be a champion, but you'll never go through nothing, man. Right? That's like, you know, uh, these fake Christians be like, they saved already. Like, nah, you ain't even went through shit, man. You haven't went through nothing, man, to be saved, you know. But hey, man, it says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." Right? These real bad times we finna come into, man. Right? That's how you gonna come out like a champion, man. You gotta go through this real fire. Lord, when we were part of that number. Right. From there, I want to go to First Peter 4:12. Right, because like I said, hey, famine, nakedness, peril, sword. Right, these things should not have us to separate us from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right, hey, if we want to be like Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we gotta go through these hard times. We gotta suffer like Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And Lord willing, I'm gonna grab that next. I'm gonna grab that next. 112, yeah. So it says, First Peter 4:12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you as though some strange thing happened unto you, but rejoice, right? Smile, man. Hey, be glad that Yahweh Shemashah chastening you, man, right? Because he could have left you as a bastard, man, and that's the bad thing to have, you know, him to not be reproving you in no type of way. If you're not dealing with you, that means that he gave you over for them missiles, man, or that destruction that's for your lot, that's coming your way. Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. And that's a fighter. That's a doughty man, a champion, right? The fiery trial wasn't that wasn't sweet, but hey, through the spirit, hey, the Lord wouldn't give you more than what you can handle, right? So hey, what Yahweh Shemashah was to give you, you was able to fight through it, you know. So I want to go back to Romans. I had something in mind that was said before this. I can't remember what it was though. Oh, Romans 8 and it was Romans 8. I want to say it was verse 16, 16 down to 18. That's what it was. This Romans 8 and 16 said the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are children of Yahweh Shemashah. And if children, then heirs of Yahweh, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so be that we suffer with him, right? Suffer fighting, man. Enduring, patiently enduring, patiently fighting, whatever the trials and tribulations may be, right? Because still the love of Yahweh Shem Shai is within us. So, right, we got to fight the same way Yahweh Shem Shai had to fight. Yahweh Shai had to fight, right? It says, if so be that we suffer with him, right? That we may be also glorified together, right? Because don't scripture say, hey, Yahweh Shai is the author, like he's the I'm paraphrasing it, but he's the author of the race, something to that extent. Pretty much Yahweh Shai was the example of suffering. If a brother listen to this video, he may be able to pull it up. If not, I pull it up after the end of the video. You know, but right, Yahweh Shai is the author, right, of the race, right. That he shows you he shows you he's the main example of fighting, right, a real champion, man, right. It says, read that back over, and if children, then heirs of Yahweh and joint heirs with Hamashiach, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together, right? Because Yahweh Shai is already, hey, he's glorified, man, right? He about to come back and round up all these crowns from out of these heathens, man, right? And what he gonna do? He gonna set crowns upon us, right? The 144,000 champions, man, right? 12,000 from each tribe, right? From Judah all the way down to Issachar, man, right? Still for the name. Just for I reckon, right? Meaning, what's the word for it? Consider, right? For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed within us, like in us, right? Because so, hey, we gotta be a champion to the end, man. We gotta be a champion for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? Because we want to be glorified the same way He's glorified, man. Lord willing, we're part of that number, right? So I'm gonna go jump back down to verse 36. I read 35 into 36. I start at 36. Romans 8 and 36, it says, as it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us, right? And that's the key word of the topic, right? With that word conquerors, right? Because when you go to it, a conqueror means a champion. Did I put it in here? I think it's like spell it. Kind of says one who wins a country, subjugates a people, or defeats an adversary. Right? Excuse me. I don't think that's the one I had one of those. How did I look it up last time? Salakia. Here you go. I did the Google definition. So, hey, a conqueror is a champion, right? You know, and that's what we out here do. Hey, that's what we trying to do. We trying to be a champion, man. Right? A champion's gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? A champion gonna let nothing stand in his way. You know what I'm saying? If it's an obstacle, hey, the champion gonna figure it out. You know, it don't matter what it is. He's gonna stand on winning. You know, not in a boastful way, but you know, he's gonna stand on winning. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to prove himself to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? Standing still for the name, no matter what. Like I said, whatever the obstacle it is, right? So I'm gonna go back to the scripture. So Romans 8:37. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through Him that loved us. For I am persuaded, right? When you're persuaded, what you convinced, right? You locked in, right? So it says, for I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, neither nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Hamashiach, right? Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is in Hamashiach, Yahushua, our Lord, right? So and that's heavy because what? Hey, that means you was able to fight all of those things that was listed: death, life, principalities, angels, Esau, when he come down with great wrath, like nothing is gonna be able to help. Nothing is gonna be able to stand in your way, man. All right. That's why he says in the book of Romans 15:4, and whatsoever the things written aforetime is written for our time and learning. Right. This right here is ammo. This right here is armor. You know. This right here is going. These right here is armor for when these times to come. Right. Put on the whole armor. Right. Because the time that we're coming into, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability, right? And this right here, this wisdom and knowledge is helping you be armored up for the time to come, right? You can have accounts like how the Maccabee brothers willing to die behind not eating the swine's flesh, man, right? They stood on what they believed. There was a champion behind that. They was gonna fight, you know. So it says, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, which is in Hamashiach Yahushua our Lord, right? So, hey, nothing can stand in our way, man. That's what's gonna make us a champion. And like I said, Lord willing, we're a part of that number, man. Right? You know. But Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. Until next time, I'm gonna give our honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful like men that scattered abroad, pushing the truth for our sincerity. Until next time, say Shalom.